The S25 Ultra is big, it's bold, and it's the phone that's supposed to pack everything, but does it? I've had the S25 Ultra for a month, and we're about to find out. From the first look, the matte finish, sleeker edges, and that impressive quad camera setup with its 200MP main sensor and 10x optical zoom. Yeah, it's something. You can tell right away that this phone is trying to make a statement. And to really understand that statement, you have to get a feel for the phone itself. This phone is big and it feels solid, built with tough materials like armor aluminum and Gorilla Glass Victus 2. It feels premium in the hand. The S Pen, it's tucked right inside, so it's always there, ready when you need it. And the screen, it goes almost edge to edge with minimal bezels for maximum viewing. It's a design that immediately tells you this is a device meant for serious use. And for showing off, speaking of showing off, let's get to the screen. This is where Samsung always shines. This screen is beautiful. You can adjust the 3200 nits of brightness, turn on dark mode, and even change how fast it refreshes, up to 120Hz. And in night mode, it's good for your eyes, but the color gets a little bit warm. They have really refined the display this time around. The S25 Ultra screen is big, bright, and smooth, like all Samsung displays, boasting a 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X panel. And it's not just the specs on paper, they made it a little thinner and lighter this time around, which feels great, and the screen is brighter than before. When you put it next to last year's Ultra, you can see the colors are just better. Deeper shadows, richer colors, especially in HDR, which really translates to a better viewing experience. Get vibrant colors, deep blacks, and an immersive video experience on this 6.8-inch screen. Now it's a big screen, right? So if you have got small hands, it might be a bit much. So keep that in mind. But it's not just the hardware that received an upgrade. They've also infused a lot of AI into the software. From the camera to the keyboard, they are really trying to make everything smarter, more intuitive, especially with the cameras. Which, speaking of cameras, the S25 Ultra's camera is packed with AI intelligence, making it more than just a collection of lenses, where the camera constantly analyzes the scene to capture the best possible image. And speaking of capturing the best image, first off, the main camera, that 200 megapixel one, takes justly clear photos when it's sunny or bright. The colors pop, but they don't look fake. And when it gets dark, the night mode is way better now because the AI gets rid of a lot of that grainy stuff. Though, if it's super dark, you might still see a little bit. And the zoom, it's interesting. You can zoom in 10 times with the optical zoom, and things still look sharp. But if you try to zoom in even more with digital zoom, it gets blurry. Now, what makes that zoom and those clear pictures possible? AI does a ton of the work for you. It figures out what you are trying to take a picture of and changes the settings for you. It makes dark pictures brighter and even lets you erase stuff you don't want in your photos with this object eraser feature. You can draw a picture and AI turns it into really looking images. Plus, the AI makes videos super smooth even if you're walking or running. All those smart features really shine when you're out and about, when you're outside in good light. Camera is amazing at taking sharp detail photos. Wide angle lens is great for big landscapes or group photos, but the edges can get a little fuzzy. The zoom, especially 10x optical zoom, is the real star here. But remember, if you zoom in too much with digital zoom, it's going to look blurry. To access all of these features, you'll be using the camera app, which is packed with settings. Camera app has tons of stuff you can play with, like a pro mode where you can change all settings yourself. But most people will probably just use the regular automatic mode. AI usually picks the right settings, but sometimes it makes the colors too bright, which you can turn off. And not just photos, you can get some great videos too. You can even record videos in 8K, which is super clear. Most of the time, 4K is good enough. Phone also lets you record videos in log. It's like a special mode for making movies. It looks dull at first, but it captures more detail, and Samsung gives you some tools to make the colors look better. Now switching gear, let's talk about S25 Ultra's audio. Now when you are watching videos or playing games, audio is immersive. You can hear the details, direction of the sounds, it's cool. And for calls, it's crystal clear. Like you can hear every word, even in noisy places. The noise cancellation is decent too. But for everyday use, for watching videos, playing games, making calls, it's solid. You won't be complaining, trust me. So yeah, it's good. And while we are on the subject of audio, it's worth mentioning the AI live translation. While live translation is a cool idea, it's a big hit or miss.
Software antivirus para 2025. La guía definitiva para elegir la protección adecuada.
Sometimes it's right, but a lot of times it's just plain wrong. Someone says AI makes things run smoother and last long. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. It's fast and the battery is good, but all kind of behind the scenes. Don't really see it working. Speaking of things you don't really see, but definitely interact with, we gotta talk about the settings. Okay, first things first. It's one UI, so you know the drill. It's a lot, like lots of options. But coming from a super clean OS, you might feel a bit overwhelmed. Thankfully, search bar is your best friend. Just type what you want, even if you don't know the exact name. And to find it, understands normal language, which is super helpful because Samsung packs in tons of settings. It makes finding what you need way easier. And it doesn't stop there. You can customize everything, which apps send you notifications, how they appear, all that. It's pretty granular, which is nice if you're trying to keep things organized. But honestly, sometimes I get so many notifications that I just turn them all off. It's a bit much. The advanced features is where things get interesting. Motion and Gesture lets you do things like double tap to wake the screen or flip the phone to mute a call. Handy stuff. The S Pen settings are here too. The S Pen is still for writing and drawing, but it lost its Bluetooth abilities. You can't use it for air gestures anymore. Look, there's a ton you can do in settings, but it can get confusing. If you like playing with every option, great. If not, it's a lot. Thankfully, there's a set bar to help. So let's talk about what's going on inside this phone. Because the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, which is basically the phone's processor, it's way faster than last year's, giving you 15% better performance and using 25% less power. Now, because it's so powerful doing lots of things at once, it's super smooth. Whether you're editing videos or using AI to make pictures, this phone just doesn't slow down. You can jump from app to app and everything keeps running like it's no big deal. And if you're into gaming, you will love this. The graphics are amazing, especially with hardware accelerated ray tracing, which makes everything look super realistic. It's like you're playing console games on your phone. Speaking of gaming, why the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip is really powerful. It can get pretty hot when you're pushing it. This is a bit different from some other phones that have better cooling systems. Basically, if you're playing really intense games for a long time, you might feel the phone getting warm. And while we are talking about how tough it is, S25 Ultra has a dust and water resistant rating of IP68. This means it's pretty good at keeping out dust and water, but it's not quite as tough as some other phones like OnePlus 13, which has an IP69 rating. And with a 5000 mAh battery, Samsung says it can last all day, even if you use it a lot. But let's be real, some things haven't changed much. Like when it comes to charging, it's still the same as before. 45 watts when you plug it in and 15 watts for wireless charging. Honestly, that's a bit of a letdown, especially when you see other phones like OnePlus 13 that are boasting away fast charging like 80 watts wired and even a bigger battery of 6000 milliamp hours. Seriously, Samsung, you got to step up your game here. Let's talk about how much stuff this phone can hold. Most S25 Ultras have 12 gigs of RAM, which is plenty for most people. If you need even more, some have 16 gigs. But this phone costs a lot. The 56GB version is about $1,299 or almost 2 million naira. This 512GB one is $1,419, which is over 2 million naira. And the biggest one with 1TB is $1,659, almost 2.5 million naira. So it's a very expensive phone. The S25 Ultra is a great phone, but it's not perfect. Other phone companies are making really good phones too, so Samsung needs to do more than just add big numbers to specs. They need to make the phone better overall, not just have the most features. AI is good for the camera, making photos easy, but other AI features are more like tricks, not really useful. So don't buy this phone just for the AI. If you have S24 Ultra, you won't see a huge upgrade, but if you have an older phone, you see a big difference. If you use your phone a lot for videos, games, or everything, this phone is good. If you have an S23 Ultra or older, you love the upgrades. So are you upgrading? Tell me in the comments. Like and subscribe.